ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass.
Okay, so we're back outside. For today's video, guys, we actually have to resin the Stuntwall, and then we actually got to paint it black with the trunk liner style paint. Got the tripod ready, but man, I just found the mother load. One of my biggest problems down here, guys, is working, and there's so many bees, and I was actually just looking for this, for some pieces of wood so I can lift up the Stuntwall, and I came across a beehive that's back there, so I'm trying to actually figure out how to maneuver. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right there. If I move that 2x4, man, they're gonna get mad. So I don't even have real deal bee spray stuff, but man, I got this raid. Let's see. Oh snap! What was that? I don't know if that was an animal or the beehive itself. Let's stand back here. We're gonna actually get this guy right here, and we're gonna push this. And I think it was the beehive that fell, because I don't see it. Let me get up here. Yeah, because it was like right there. Yeah, I think it's gone. Guys, that was... I actually moved it and my hand touched it, and I was like, oh dang, that's where they're coming from. They usually like hide right here in the corners. Not right there. Or they managed to get inside that hole and they start a beehive in there. Sometimes they go underneath the racks, and sometimes I've had beehives inside the compressor itself. I'm not gonna lie, that was a decent sized nest and we got rid of it. I'm not even gonna look for it. It's somewhere over there. Oh well, it's done for. Real quick before we actually get started, man, big shout out to the neighbor Sam for putting up with all the ruckus and the bass and everything. And he actually got us this really badass tripod right here. This is like a real deal heavy duty one. So man, big shout out to Big Sam, man. I appreciate you, big dog. Promise this year to keep the bass and everything to the minimum. Man, I'm hoping to grind a little bit hard, get a little shop and work out of, man. But for now, man, we got to thug it out. So I pretty much got the whole stunt wall covered with resin. I just don't got that bottom lip, and I mix it up pretty hot just so it could cure a lot faster. It is a little bit cold, not too much, but there's definitely no sun today. So I did have to kick it up a little bit and add more hardener to it. While this is curing up, guys, we're going to pull the truck up to the driveway, and then we're going to start wiring in amps, and I'm going to explain to you what all is going in there. He brought his product, and I'm going to show you all that right now, man. Let's get it. So I'm about to start wiring the truck. We actually have the tear amp that's going to go on the 212s and the 410s. We're going to wire them down to 1 ohm, and we're going to get the full power out this guy. For all the 4 horns, we are going to do this PRV amp, man. This is going to be dope. This is actually my first time using PRV products amp-wise. We do have some terminals that we will be using as well too. And he managed to get one of those smaller energetic batteries, or I forgot the actual name of it. So we actually got quite a bit of work to do, guys, but it's nothing too crazy. It's just 2 amps, and we're going to try to just track and just clean up the wires that we got going on here, just because it's a little bit messy, but you know, we're going to get our hands on it, so we got to at least try to get it as best as possible. So it is Friday, and Fridays I actually cut hair, but I actually booked my appointments for later on in the night. Just to work on this guy, and hopefully I'm gonna work some magic and try to get it done by tonight. So first thing in the morning, all I gotta do is tune it. But look, man, I'm looking like a wolf. I haven't even got my hair cut because I'm busy working on this. The rain has not been in our favor all week, man. I think it rained like 3 out of the 5 days from Monday to today. So man, we're gonna hustle right now, and I'll turn you guys back on once we actually get some progress going, so you can stay updated with what's going on. But man, you know, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Guys, so we're back, man. This is the final day of the build. I think I pretty much including the build, going to get the wood, I think building the stunt wall. This is the finished product. It's already mounted down. We did some bolts and all that stuff going through it. Properly ran speaker wire and horn wire underneath the truck, man. It's all zip tied, looking good. And the only thing I really got to do up here in the front, guys, is just find a new power and ground for his radio and the EQ. It was coming from the front of the battery. I guess they couldn't find it, or it wasn't there. I'm going to test power and ground, because it does have a harness, so I don't know what's going on with there. But once I get done loading up the stunt wall with the mids and the horns, I'm going to come check this out, and I think that should be the final thing. So back here we have the tear amps, and he has his power acoustic for his bass. PRV is for the horns in the back. And then he does have a little small battery. This is what the customer wanted, and I gave him what he wanted. It's going to pretty much work for what he's actually looking for. And like I said, this right here is going to be temporary, because he's going to come back, save a little bit of money. Man, we're going to do like 412s back here. It's going to look really dope, but he wants it for this weekend because it is MLK weekend. I didn't really record painting it because I didn't want to overspray on the camera, and I've been just trying to bust ass and get this truck done. So I hope you guys been enjoying the video, the little that I've been recording. But man, subscribe to the channel, man, if this is your type of stuff. Let me get cracking. Look, horns and speakers going in. Let's get it. So the hardest part of this build, it is done. The stunt wall is done. All the speakers and horns are in, connected, mounted down, and listen, like that thing is not going nowhere. And honestly, I'm probably like 30 minutes away from firing this guy up. Go ahead and like vacuum out all this extra stuff right here. Clean up any dirt, put a lot of his stuff in like boxes and stuff like that, just so I don't give him a nasty truck or a dirty truck whenever he pulls up. I am gonna get underneath the dashboard right now and look for power, ground, and ignition, just because like these older trucks, man, the wires are like real easy to find. I think like red's power, yellow ignition, or brown's ignition, and then ground, we can pretty much find metal down there. Run those wires up to the back of the radio, then drop another set of wires to power up the EQ, then this guy's ready to fire up. Okay, so here's the wires right here, guys. Red is going to be constant, orange is like an accessory, brown is like a second ignition, yellow is like an ignition as well too. I could be wrong, but maybe pink is one too. I think yellow is actually the starter, to be honest with you. I used to do alarms too, so I know a little bit about this stuff. So let me go ahead and test my wires out, and then in order to tap into them, we're going to use these T-taps right here. So basically they just go on the wire. You get some pliers, crimp them on, and then you connect your wire up to this terminal right here, and then you have your power. So these guys are on, and like I said, now I just got to get wires, crimp them on these guys right here, and we're done. Alright, so we're going to hear how loud it sounds distant wise, guys, man. It's loud right up here in front, man, but it's actually supposed to travel as farther he drives.
Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass,
Man, I still hear that thing. That thing sounds nice and crispy. That thing sounds nice and crispy, man.